Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Tomás Cardoso and I'm a photographer based here in Lisbon, Portugal, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're all going through this very weird situation right now, where everything seems uncertain. We don't know when it's going away, and there's a lot of anxiety over that. Most businesses are affected, but talking about these creative businesses in particular, if you're a creative photographer, videographer, you probably had most of your shoots, if not all, cancelled or postponed, and that really takes a toll on your business, definitely, but maybe even your mental health and your mental stability, and that is okay. So over the past few weeks I've just been studying, because I'm also in university, and just editing old sessions that I hadn't at the time before. Yeah, and that's great, but I think most people are overhyping the situation and just telling you, if you consume any content at all, that if you're not using this time productively, and that if you sit around all day and you start doing unproductive things and watching movies and whatever it is, that you're losing. And I personally think that's not the case. If you're literally sitting around all day and feeling depressed and like you can't do nothing, please don't punish yourself for not being at 100%, because this affects all of us, ones more than others, that's for sure. But don't lose hope, and don't start criticizing yourself and listening to the people that bring you down. Sure, it would be great if you were doing things that were productive for your business or whatever it is, but if you're not doing it, it's completely okay. You shouldn't be comparing yourself, your whole self, to that positive part of someone's life. With that said, I've been through that myself, and creating these videos is my way of coping with it and dealing with it, and I'm sure you can find your way too. You just gotta find a way to solve your shit. With all that said and done, I think that when you can, and if you can, you should still try to improve photography while this period at home occurs, and you have to take it seriously. I think that if you're doing a photo shoot like I'm going to do today at home, you should treat it like a real photo shoot, like you were outside, to really spark the creativity and make it feel like it is. We're gonna try to make a whole set of photos just here at home. Let's see. So, the first photo we're going to try to do is incorporating the window, because when we're stuck here at home, the window is actually the only gateway and the only way you can see the outside world, and we're going to try to mess with that. And I might even just Photoshop something out the window, I don't know. Thinking I could use this 50mm, but on a crop sensor is actually too close up, and I think that a wide shot with some context of the room actually makes it a better photo, so let's try it. So one thing I really have to keep in mind in this photo is that my room right now is in complete shadow mode, and the window, I don't know if you can see it, you definitely can't see it, it's all on the highlights, look. So only if I lower my exposure will I get the details that are lost on the highlights of the photo. So what we do in these situations is an HDR. I mean, most phones do it nowadays, but on camera you have to take 2, 3, 4, whatever number of photos you want, and then on Lightroom you can like put one on top of the other and just use the brightest parts of one picture and the darker parts and just merge them, and so you get an evenly exposure throughout the whole picture. Also, I need to clean this mess over here. It doesn't look very good. That's a little better. So I decided to put my lenses here so that it gives a little bit of more context that I'm a photographer and that I can't go outside right now, but that I'm still shooting inside. And I'm trying to find a way to include this old film camera that I got from Yashica, as you can see here, but I still don't know how. I'll try to figure it out. So, quick update, what I managed to do was to put an electric connection there all the way to here, and then it goes to here, and then comes to this very cute lamp. The problem is it doesn't turn on, maybe because I'm splitting the current too many times. Okay, so I managed to do some handy dandy little shit in there. I think it might work now. Let's see. Oh yes, yes. I think we really got a banger with this one. Yes! So as you saw right there, I'm trying to incorporate this Yashica old film camera, like I'm like shooting out the window, you know. I think it's a cool concept, but I'll just zoom in the camera a little bit. I think I don't want to overhype the photo, but this one might be a banger. Isn't that looking good? Well, I think it is. But let's see. Let's go to the next photo. I've got a few ideas here in my head. Let's see. On my next shot, I want my sister to be modeling, but I haven't asked her yet, so let's see how it goes.
Agora?
Queres ser a modelo da próxima fotografia?
Quero.
Queres? Oh.
Eu quero chegar com uma bolacha.
Com uma bolacha?
É.
So, this is Mariana. Say hi.
Hi.
And the idea for the second photo that we're doing today is in my living room, using the TV to create some reflections. The problem is, our mom is currently sleeping on our couch. So, we'll not be able to do it. At least we'll have to do it very silently. Shh. And it's gonna look sick, but first we need to put a picture on the TV, and that's what we're doing right now. Let's review the photos, shall we? Sorry, I completely forgot my manners. I'll get you some tea. Just wait a minute. Alright, I'm coming. Whoops. Here's some tea for you. Maybe a little bit of too much sugar, right? Sorry. So we got a total of 8 photos in these quarantine home photo shoot challenge. And so here's the first one. Now this one looks cool. I think the whole concept and the fact that it shows the lenses there, I think it's a nice touch, but not perfect. We'll get to the other one. So second one I got here in my pocket. Here it is. It shows more of a depressive like photographer that can't go outside to shoot. So I think it looks good, but the message is a bit depressing. And although that might be good to raise awareness, it's not really the positive vibe that most people and that I think people should go for in social media, because if you're pushing negativity, I mean, that's not good for anyone, right? Third photo. So this is a bit more depressing than the other one. The window is closed and the camera is away, so it really shows you that the photographer can't go outside to shoot, and that's really not the message that I want to push, even though it's a cool shot and I think it has a clear message that a photographer can't go out to shoot. But overall, I think it looks good. Ooh, the fourth photo is Eden. Gotcha. Now this one, it's starting to look a bit better. It's more of like it passes a message of how can a photographer inside still shoot, and I mean, I'm aiming down by the window. It's a more positive manner of showing the kind of the same story, that we're trapped inside, but it's showing how we can improve, and I think that's a more positive message. Oh, you have something on your face? It's a photo! So this one is one of my favorites, but I think what it is missing is that little touch on the lenses that were on my table there. And so it takes a bit of the whole story of the photo and showing the amount of gear that we have currently laying around that we can use because we can't go outside. So it's missing a bit of the story, but I still like the pose. And the final one is that it's actually still on the camera. I haven't shot it. It's here. Hold on a minute. Now this one is easily my favorite one. The pose looks good. It looks like I have both legs on my window, and in fact I don't. I just have one and the other is laying around. Actually, I messed up earlier. They aren't 8 photos. They're just 7. I don't know why I said 8. And so, from the TV reflection kind of shot, what we got was this one. Man, this one turned out much better than what I was expecting. I literally was just clicking the shutter because, I mean, the camera is still kind of heavy. It's almost as heavy as my main camera. She doesn't have that much strength to be holding the camera like this for that much time, so it's in focus, I believe. And her hands, the way she's holding it, it's very cool. But there's a little detail that makes this photo much better, and that is the eye peeking above the camera. I think it's a very nice touch that was completely unprepared. Yeah, and it turned out very good. Looks like we ran out of tea. Oh, you also finished? Oh, okay. Give me your cup. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much. I'll just. So I'm very curious to know what you thought about these pictures that we took at home in this whole quarantine. But above all that, I wish that this video made you forget this whole pandemic thing. And remember, please, that if you're struggling with this, if this whole situation is affecting you negatively, remember that it is okay. We all go through it, and most people don't share it, and that's completely fine. And it's completely normal to not share it. Please make sure that you talk to your friends and family about it, and you solve this situation. Don't let it get the best of you. You're much better than this, and we're going to get through this. I believe in us. And by us, I mean the whole world and humankind. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to do all the things you know you should be doing if you like the video. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay at home.